and he had the experience of the light, you know. It wasn't just that he was thrown from the, I don't know if he was riding, really, riding a donkey, I don't know, but he got knocked down anyway, and he was blinded, right? And then today, Bob just read that gospel for us, and it's about you don't light a lamp and put it under a bushel basket somewhere. You put it on a lampstand so it gives light to everyone. And then if you notice this, or if you remember where you had Mass Sunday or the weekend, we heard that in Isaiah and in the gospel too. The people that walked in darkness have seen a great light. Upon those who dwell in the land of gloom, a light has shone. And then it says, you brought them abundant joy and great rejoicing. They rejoice. How? They rejoice like people before the harvest. Like people make merry when they're dividing the spoils. And then he goes on to say, the yoke that burdened you, what is it on your shoulders? The pole on your shoulders, the rod of the taskmaster I've smashed. That's the light that has come. The light is, Jesus is the light. And as we share in his light, then wonderful things happen in our own lives. Like there's great rejoicing. It's like, you know, you see something for the first time, like you're able to really see who you are, and so you begin, it's like finding a harvest. It's like winning the lotto, you know, dividing the spoils. That's what it's like. That's what he's saying. Once you're able to see, whew, the whole world opens up to you. And all those things that you thought were oppressive, like the yoke on your shoulder, not understand, you begin to understand. So he smashes those things that would make you a slave in the world. And that's what it means to live as a Christian in the world. It's to bring this kind of light to people, you know, to help them understand how precious they are, who they are, and how to live differently. And that's what the gospel today is telling us. You know, this light, this experience that you have is not meant to be put in a drawer and locked away or under a bed somewhere or in a bushel, or it's meant to be out there so that other people can be free. That's what Jesus is. He's the light. And we, I mean, it's such a wonderful symbol, that baptism. You know, when the newly baptized receives the light. Jesus is not diminished because he gives us the light. Just like you and I are not diminished when we give our light. I mean, in fact, then we really begin to see who we are and who others are and who the Lord is. We never lose by giving the light. And so it's a wonderful gospel, a reminder of who we are as God's children, the light in the world. And that's what he wants to nourish in the Eucharist. How do you become the light? Give yourself. That's what he's saying. That's who I am. You celebrate your communion with me, give yourself, and you'll be the light of the world because you'll reflect me. Beautiful reading. The Lord be with you.
And also with you.